Okay, Asia session done. In Asia, my core pairs are gold and Nikkei. I'm usually looking for setups on these pairs before I move on to Forex pairs. No setups for me on gold. Broke out of the previous day high, but didn't stay out, faked it out, and then just ranged the entire session. So no setups for me on gold, and Nikkei had a nice move yesterday in New York session, broke out below previous day low. Really nice breakout, strong breakout, but I don't trade Nikkei in New York, so I did not see this move. And today I was waiting for a pullback to the high, waiting for a high fake out to take it down to continue the higher time frame trend. Higher time frames are still bearish, everything bearish, strong bearish, so not looking to buy Nikkei. Faked out the H4 high right after Tokyo market, but in general, I prefer the H8 high to be taken out first, to be faked out. If it fakes out the H4 high, I'd rather fake out the new H4 bar, which is at 8 o'clock Jakarta time. Since we're so close to that new H4 bar, I'd rather wait for the fake out of the new one. Didn't fake out the high of the new one and ended up dropping instead. And so no setups for me on Nikkei. The next hour actually closed as an inside bar. And so whenever there's an inside bar, I extend the previous bar's highs and lows, and that becomes a range. And so I generally don't like to trade when I'm inside of a range, especially when we're so close to one side of it. I would prefer price to fake out that high before taking a continuation. So got an alert up here, seeing if it does that, and but Asia session's done already, so I won't be trading this even if it does fake that out. So no trade on my core pairs in Asia. So I focused on the Asia Forex pairs. Been trading a lot of yen pairs recently, specifically GJ. GJ still hasn't taken out that high of the range on the weekly. There's two opposite facing fake out bars, a bearish fake out bar followed by a bullish fake out bar. These white bars are fake out bars. Whenever I see that, I extend the highs and the lows. That becomes a range. Generally, when we're inside of a range, when we're so close to one side of it, it would take out one side before reversing if it wants to reverse. So I wouldn't expect GJ to just suddenly reverse without taking that out first. So I'm still bullish on GJ. Monthly, weekly breakout levels are bullish. We flipped that monthly breakout level. So I'm still overall bullish, looking for buys on the yen pairs. One bad thing about the yen pairs, most of them, actually all of them, I think, have already flipped that day breakout level. Lower time frames will reverse before the higher time frames. So if I see this flip, it's not really a good sign for a bullish move because if the daily reverses, that's going to be the first sign of a reversal before the weekly and then the monthly. But because we're so close to the monthly swing point, possible swing point, and higher time frames are bullish, I'm still overall bullish, especially because we haven't taken out that high of the range yet. So looking for buys on the yen pairs. I was flipping back and forth between EJ and GJ. Kind of has similar structure, and I really couldn't decide which one to take. And then at the very last second, at the very last moment, I ended up picking UJ out of nowhere. And the reason why I picked UJ is because EJ is a bearish breakout day, GJ is a bearish fake out day, while UJ is a bullish fake out day. This is UJ. UJ faked out the previous day low of yesterday and then stayed above the fake out level. So I'm bullish above this level. Other good thing I liked about UJ is that it's a bullish breakout week and we're testing that breakout level. So this is the second time I tested it. Tested it once yesterday and then again today and stayed above it. So that's a good sign that this move is good. But one bad thing I didn't like about UJ is that we didn't take out the previous day low. And so, unfortunately, I didn't see that. So this was something that I overlooked. The reason why I overlooked it is because I was flipping back and forth between GJ and EJ, both of them had taken out the previous day low, faked it out. Previous day low got faked out here. GJ also faked out the previous day low, and it also made a new low of the week, both EJ and GJ. And I kept flipping back and forth, and I did not see that UJ did not take out the previous day low, and it also did not create a new low of the week. Still left a little bit of room there. It doesn't mean that it's not a requirement for me to take that trade, but it's a huge confluence if it does take out that low. And so I generally wouldn't have taken this because it then did not fake out that low and did not make a new low of the week. So I wouldn't say I'd probably say that this wouldn't be the right one to trade. I would have preferred to stick with GJ, um, but yeah, I ended up picking UJ last second. I saw this bullish fake out one, and I saw the fake right at that weak breakout level, and so I preferred. I suddenly last second switched to UJ. So the way I entered, I wait for that previous H8 low fake out as always. In this case, it also faked out the H4 low. Once I get that, in order to take a reversal, I'm looking for M15 and H1 alignment. M15 last bearish breakout level is right here. This momentum bar got above that, so I was ready to take it after that. Needed H1 alignment, and the last H1 breakout bar is right here. So we're above the H1, above M15. We have both time frame alignment, and so I ended up taking this straight off the M15 bar. Stop loss at the low here. Would have preferred low of the day, but it's too far for me, so I ended up taking a riskier entry. And this one I'm will be holding up to, well, we'll see how it looks like at the H8 breakout level, but I'm trying to see if it wants to continue up, at least to this range over here. And that's it. So generally, I trail these sort of moves. Don't really have a target if I don't see a clear one. GJ has a clear target. This higher the range. Would have been trading lots of GJ trades right up to this previous month high. Still hasn't got up there yet, but that's the idea, to get up to this higher the range. But yeah, GJ, yeah, this is probably not the best one. But oh well, ended up picking UJ instead. It's like literally last second decision on this one. So yeah, that's the trade I took, and let's see if it wants to continue. And that's it. Not taking any other trades. GBP AUD. I took a trade on this one yesterday from down here, held it through, and once it started to had this parabolic move up here. A lot of times when I see moves like this, they'll reverse right back to the beginning. So once it started to reverse, I ended up taking partials on this. Still in this one. Considered taking a breakout trade, a pullback to the breakout level to take it back up, but ended up deciding not to do that. No real reason why. I just generally don't like to take these sort of breakout trades in Asia. I prefer the first breakout, not really this really long pullback retest breakout. And so that's it. GBP CAD, I'm out on this one already. Took a bit of partials, came down and took me out. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, UJ should have been should have stayed in GJ instead, but ended up picking UJ because I saw that fake out day, and we're above that fake out level, and we're above that breakout high. So that's the reason I picked UJ. And so let's see if this wants to go. And that's it. Now waiting for London.